welcome to Sky Stadium in Wellington for the opening fixture of match day 3 in the Liberty A-League season 2023-24. Where the Wellington Sun is doing its best to break on through and welcome the team from the Sunshine State and the home side as we're ready to rip into action. 2,500 K separates Wellington and Brisbane, but today the two cities are joined at the hip through football with a double dose of action in the capital of New Zealand following this game, the A-League men's contest between the two clubs. Breezy Wellington day, what else would you expect? As mascots from the local clubs welcome out the stars of both teams on a day where both teams will acknowledge with a special presentation an important piece and a sorry piece of New Zealand history. In the 1870s, the Parihaka settlement in Taranaki became a focal point for Māori and passive resistance and protest to land confiscation. In November 1881, government troops invaded the settlement of Parihaka to arrest its leaders and many of its men. Homes were burned, hundreds were imprisoned without trial. Te Raukura, the three feathers on the Wellington Phoenix strip, are the symbol of Parihaka and recognise the Taranaki origins of the mana whenua of Te Wanganui Atara. An all-important game for these two sides, buoyed by recent success. Brisbane have made a very bright start to the Liberty A-League season with 2 wins, while the Wellington Phoenix, big win last weekend, 3-0 over the Western Sydney Wanderers. Looking at the two sides, starting off with the home side, where they've made 2 changes. They've been forced to make a change in goal with Riley Foster ruled out with an Achilles injury, but they have a more than able deputy with Brianna Edwards slotting straight back in. She made 17 appearances for the Phoenix last season. Up front, Benai Elliott gets the start in place of American hope Breslin. Elliott has been involved in the last 2 Wellington Phoenix goals. It looks like a real talent, does the 18-year-olds. For the visitors, well, Holly Palmer comes into the starting lineup in the big change with 16-year-old Grace Kuilamu not in the match day squad. Following an international camp in Perth, Matilda's star Tamika Yallop will make her second start of the season and provide genuine goal-scoring threat from midfield. Yallop grabbed a goal for the Matildas, the third in a win over Chinese Taipei on Wednesday night. While Mia Corbin, the American, will again lead the line, looking for her first goal in the Liberty A-League season. On the subs bench, couple of big names there. Annalie Longo, the 133-cap veteran for the Football Ferns, ready to make her professional debut for a New Zealand football club. It's a dream long in the making for her. While number 7, Aisha Norrie, the club captain of the Brisbane Roar, is set to make her first appearance of the season. Joining me in co-commentary, utterly thrilled to welcome in legend of New Zealand football, Kirsty Yallop, 104 caps for the Football Ferns, over 14 years as an international. Kirsty Yallop is ready to rock alongside me. Our match officials, though, Georgia Dallo will lead our group. Assistant referees, Clipsum and Welsh, 2 supports, and our 4th official is Beth Rattray. Macy Fraser on the heart doing all the talking. She's done plenty of talking with her feet. They say good things come to those who wait. Certainly been the case for the midfielder, the 21-year-old, finally getting a chance in the Phoenix first team this season and quickly winning a lot of admirers with her impressive displays at midfield. Scoring her first goal last weekend, could have had another as well, making the Phoenix look quite smart and handing her a long-term deal prior to the season. Lots of young talent in the Liberty A-League season, but don't underestimate the importance of experience, and the Raw captain, Jenna Stevenson, is a prime example. The defender has been a welcome addition, joining from Adelaide in the off-season and scored on match day 1, but really is the rock at the back from which the Raw is built. Paul Temple, his first season in charge, all smiles today, and surely after a win in week number 2. 11 new players he's blended into the group, and things looking pretty good. Well, it's a 3rd season in charge for Gareth McPherson. 6th place finish in year 1, a step back last season. 9th, looking for vast improvements, and they've made a very good start to the year. Kirsty Yallop, here we go. 2 sides who should be rather bullish with self-belief.
Yeah, definitely. It's great to be here today. I mean, both teams coming in with a lot of confidence. You know, the Raw's got 2 wins from 2 games so far, and the Phoenix were unlucky in that first game against Melbourne City, going down 1-0, and then last week had a great win, 3-0. So it's going to be a good game today, and I think both teams will be up for it.
Well, the Wellington Phoenix, the home side, in their yellow strip. Running to the goal to your left of screen. Well, it will be the Roar. White, orange shorts running from left to right. Pushing forward, pressing high, almost forced a turnover, but as Taylor has done so well through the first couple of weeks, key touch and interception. Down the flank, the Phoenix will probe, and they win themselves an early corner.
Yeah, that's a nice promising start from the Phoenix, but unfortunately we've seen a player go down and it's not looking too good.
Yeah, this is not what you want to see. Clutching at the left knee, and there looks a lot of concern. Players rushing in.
We get another look at it here on the replay and just see what happens. Oh. A little bit of a knee-on-knee collision there.
Wisniewski going in and immediately to ground. Not sure if it was the knee-on-knee or if it was the plant leg.
Yeah, I think it was the plant leg, so it's not looking too good here. We hopefully it's nothing too serious.
Look at the pained expression, tells you everything. And any time you see a player holding a knee, you just can't help but think.
No, exactly. So hopefully it's not that, but she seemed to be holding the back of her knee, so obviously getting checked here now by the medical staff.
Well, just into the starting lineup last weekend, sub in match day #1, and that's a little bit of movement as she presses the flesh to see how much pain. Really important figure last season, 14 games, couple of goals, couple assists, including goal against Brisbane in a pulsating 3-3 draw. As mentioned at the top, a double dose of football action from Wellington. Wellington Phoenix up against the Brisbane Roar, coming up from 5 o'clock local time in the A-League men's competition. The Phoenix picked up their first weekend at this very ground against the Glory. Tears welling up to her feet. She will be assisted to the sideline.
Yeah, you could see they were going through all the tests there and looked like she was doing all right through the tests, but she's obviously very upset, so not what you want to see, especially at the start of the game like that.
No, within first seconds, your first challenge. You know, you go in full of intensity. You know, those old cliches, I want to leave on a mark on the game early.
Put a tough challenge in straight away, get stuck in. Yeah, you could see the intent was there, but unfortunately she's come off second best on this occasion, and I really hope it's nothing too serious for her.
Indeed. Right, eyes back on the action, because set piece, and we know how dangerous the Phoenix can be from this aspect of the game.
Yeah, well,
Foster, a real weapon.
Foster, she can use both feet, left and right. So
near post delivery, headed away. Fraser scuffs her shot. Second attempt high. Certainly not the traction engine type attempts we saw last week.
No, she probably got pretty excited seeing that one rolling back out to her on the edge of the box.
Yeah, the header into a very dangerous area, wasn't it? Like Corbin was bravely up at that near post. Press from the Phoenix, almost turning defence into attack in a great position. This touch first up for Yellow. She'll be on the ball a lot. Oh, if things go Brisbane's way, I'm sure that's the design and the plan.
Yeah, definitely. She'll love to get on the ball as much as possible today and just pop up in those little spaces and pockets.
Good to see her back in the Liberty A-League. So much experience, for 130 games plus. 45 minutes last week in her first start. International duty, so nursing minutes was important.
Yeah, she's a massive signing for the Roar, and I know she's very happy to be back at home and in her home colours, so it's really awesome for them. And it's great to see some Matildas back in the league this season, really boosting the A-League, and and the women's competition and building off of that FIFA Women's World Cup, and what an amazing campaign they had.
So, confirmation of the change with Wisniewski leaving due to that injury, so forced into an early change. No one wants to see that. We hope she's okay, but very experienced, good option to bring off the bench. Wisniewski coming to terms as Chloe Knott, of course, the skipper for the vast majority of last year, deputising for Lily Elfeld, who was out injured, but a vice-captain, and has a role to play, whether it's coming off the bench, getting starts when needed.
Yeah, Chloe Knott, she's a great player for the Phoenix, so a great player to come in, and she'll be able to make an instant impact, and, you know, she normally starts, so it's a good player to have on the bench.
Right foot delivery, near post header, flicked into the back of the net. That is a brilliant finish.
That was Speckmaier, what an amazing header.
A goal last week that was a little bit fortuitous. Nothing about this. Pure class from the number 9.
That was a great ball in from Foster, driven in as well. We'll get another look at this on the replay.
That is a goal of the predatory number 9, wearing number 17, the Venezuelan. That's what she was brought in for. Splendid, splendid goal, and the Phoenix lead early.
Yeah, that's a great header. You know, she just had to get a little bit on it and just direct it into the bottom of the corner. What a ball as well. So much pace on it, and that's perfect. That's the kind of ball you want to come in as a striker and just put your head on and just get a little touch to it, and that's all it needs.
What a luxury to have someone who delivers left and right foot from set play. Can create all the angles.
Yeah, she's lethal from set pieces, Foster, and such a great asset to this Phoenix team.
So under 7 minutes, the Phoenix have a lead. Bit of energy in the crowd. The Raw to probe and fight.
Obviously, the Raw play with 3 centre-backs, so they play more of a 3-4-3 combination and formation, rather than what we may have seen pop up at the start of the game. It's a three centre-backs.
Yeah, a bit of fluidity with Scarpelli listed as, what, a left back on the team sheet, but will tuck in a little bit at the other end, leading the charge. Fryer.
They like to use their wing backs to get high and wide for them and provide that width.
So what we might see, one shape in possession, one out of.
Yeah, definitely. It'll turn into more of a back 5 when they are in their defensive third.
Let's check this out again. Spectacular from Speckmaier.
And what a great start for the Phoenix, you know. 1-0 at home so early in the match.
And the vibes are good early. Very sluggish start to the season last time out. Took a long time to get a point, to find their mojo, but for half of that season they were in sort of mid-table form as far as extrapolating that out, but I'm sure they would have identified a quick start. It wasn't the case in their opening game, but
I think they're definitely, obviously, Grace Wisniewski being escorted off to the locker room there, so we really wish her well, and hopefully it's nothing too serious, but it didn't look good, and it is a knee injury, so we hope for the best.
All you can do is take a deep breath and hope for the best. Foster. Taylor. It's Davidson holding down one of the all-important visa spots and maintaining her position a right fullback. Important toe-in to keep possession with the home side. Again, fluent, short passing, pretty on the eye. Good firm header away, cleaned up by Corbin. A little bit isolated, just pushed off the ball rather comfortably.
Yeah, the Phoenix definitely look really confident and like a new team definitely this season, you know, with their possession-based football and small passing game that they're implementing. Looking to be a really strong team this year.
Underwear's header forward. Will be intercepted. Sheet turnover. A breakdown. Communication as Chelsea Lisette was the target. She remained passive, wanted ball at feet. And that's the thing, just want to build some confidence with some passing, find some target. Maybe suck the energy out of this fast start the Phoenix have made.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's something we haven't seen from the Raw this season so far. They're looking to not be the team in possession as much as they may have been in past seasons. They're looking to just be a bit more patient and let the other team have the ball. But I think maybe they do need to start putting their foot on it too and try to slow the game down and bring themselves into it and get players forward and get numbers forward as well.
Well, they've been right in the fight and up for the fight through the opening 2 games. Nice idea trying to play between centre-half and full-back, but cut out.
Yeah, it was well cut out there. It was a nice look pass from Yellett.
When you get wins against Melbourne, Victory and Sydney, your opening 2 weeks, you've got to be a good side. And they've been on the wrong side of shots on goal count, but what counts the most is putting the ball in the back of the net. And when they've got opportunities, Brisbane, they have been fairly clinical.
Yeah, definitely, and they've actually been really hard to score against, so the Phoenix have done really well to get an early goal against them.
There's a speculative shot that will hook away from Edwards. He'll be buzzing at this opportunity to come in.
Yeah, she'll be stoked to be out there again today, her first game this season, and obviously played majority of the games last year, so and she did well too for the Phoenix. You know, she was really solid in goal, so she'll be pretty pumped to be out there again today.
Well, she got a breakthrough injury last season. Started behind Riley Foster. Foster out with an Achilles injury. Certain of the extent and how long she'll be sidelined, but Paul Temple did talk about how he has 2 number 1s. And there's not many squads who can say that about their squad.
It's definitely great to have two awesome keepers in your team.
Nice keeper for Silverwitz for the Raw. Last year, her import was quite sensational in goal, of course. Ainsley Handcuff, what was Raw Players Player of the Year, made 72 saves. Silkowitz is hoping she won't have to be called into action that much this season, but she's looking forward and seeing her team flood into the final third. Delivery just fraction too close for the custodian at the other end.
Yeah, that was a good idea from Thompson, looking for the early ball in, but unfortunately for Raw, they didn't have too many players in the box.
Here's Corbin, pocket of space. Deflected cross, cleared away eventually. Emma Main trying to help it down the line. I think they all have the throw.
I think Silkowitz showed up a couple of days before the first game of the season this year, so it was a tight turnaround for her in her first appearance for the Raw. She's looked really good so far this season, though. She's looked, you know, like she's got a lot of promise. She's good with the ball at her feet, and she's a strong shot stopper.
It's a shot low and to the left of Edwards, and moved her feet nicely, got down and took it rather comfortably. But this is better period for the Raw. They trail by 1, but starting to show a little bit more confidence in possession, especially.
Yeah, they seem to be, you know, getting a bit more ball and keeping the possession a bit better and taking their time on it. See Palmer there getting the shot away, and I guess some signs of what they have to come.
Deflected up, but breaking out to this near sideline. Foster will have the throw for the Phoenix. Approaching the 15-minute mark, and the Phoenix lead. Still that lovely finish from Mariana Speckmeyer. Second goal of the season. Lovely touch by Knott, but just a fraction too far, and allowed Brisbane to nip in. A retreating Silkowitz makes very good contact.
And then Barry stepping in there and winning that header. You know, she's been solid at the back for the Phoenix and had a great season last year and has already started this season off very well as well.
Oh, excellent last season. led the team in what, tackles, blocks, clearances, bloody noses, everything.
Yeah, she was really solid at the back, and it's great to see that she's, in the first 2 games, she's been looking really good as well.
Turned over, though, by Fraser. 3 on 4. Fryer on the left. Just couldn't create the angle. Tries to thread it on through to Yellop. She's going to be licking her chops at the thought, but Phoenix once more scramble it away.
Yeah, Fryer's been looking really good for the Raw this season. The first 2 games, she's been one of their key players, and you know, she's really dangerous on the dribble. She's so unpredictable, and she's got a lot of pace. She's really hard-working as well.
Corbin keeps it in. Just, there's another block from Barry, and it may have just snuck out beyond the byline. Here, Corbin, United States forward. But like Speckmeyer at the other end, what will be expected of her? Only had a hand in 1 goal. One assist so far, but you can find someone who can regularly put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, we haven't seen her score a goal yet this season, but you know, she's been a good signing for the Raw. They really needed a number 9, and she's a real number 9. You know, she's good at linking play off the front and keeping the ball as well, and getting those midfielders involved in the game.
He's quite prominent through the opening 16.5 minutes, just a little bit isolated on that occasion. Yeah, the trigger calls there go. Played into Taylor. Once more Corbin coming back in the middle third to collect. Long diagonal ball might favourably break in the way of the Raw. They're in, but Edwards slides in, takes it off the toe of Stevenson.
Yeah, that nearly came off for Stevenson there. Foster was unable to clear it, and she was nearly in on goal.
One of those moments for the defender, probably took a deep breath.
Yeah, she would have been, Foster would have been happy to see Edwards come and claim that one.
Here's the goal scorer, Speckmeyer. Trying to bend it with the outside of the foot was Fraser. It's vision, but picked off.
Nice little interception there by McQueen, and a nice pass into midfield as well.
Taylor can turn. Not to her right, but decides not. Barry. Vandermeer. Patient build-up. Near touchline. Elliott into the starting lineup. It's muscled off the ball. Phoenix can retreat all the way to the own end as the Phoenix men's head coach looks on. Paul Temple might just be winning the battle of the suits.
Today,
just
looking pretty sharp down there, Paul Temple.
Considering I have 0 sartorial elegance, it's a bit rich. So far, so good for Wellington on this double-header day. Wellington Phoenix men to take on Brisbane, 5 o'clock local time kickoff. Vandermeer just ushers that out, and there'll be a goal kick for the Phoenix. Doesn't seem Set, just saw on screen, get involved down this right-hand side. Really important when you're playing this 3 at the back, those wing backs. There's so much importance on them getting involved. She was last week. Really nice goal she scored earlier this season. But the system, is that the downside? If you can't get them in high areas and ball to them, almost sort of redundant.
Yeah, they can kind of get stuck in that middle ground a little bit if they're not getting in the right positions, you know, or able to quick enough, you know. So
Spigmeyer gets a ball in from a wide position herself. Just a nice little drop of the hip to get away, but Taylor so combative. Defender at heart, you might say, almost winning it in the middle of the park.
Yeah, you know, she normally plays as a centre-back, but this season she's playing in the holding midfield position, and we saw a bit of that last season as well. So she's showing that she has that versatility about her, and she can bring those tough challenges into the midfield.
12 matches last season, goal and an assist as well. Now with, what, 10 international caps to her name. When you're in those training camps, the length they have been over the last year or so ahead of a World Cup, probably spend a lot of time on ball. Because it is, they're only moving 10 metres forward, but it's a huge shift. Well, firstly, you receive the ball with your back to goal rather than everything being in front of you.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different being in midfield than it is as centre-back. Everything's in front of you most of the time as a centre-back. Obviously, you don't want the ball in behind you, but when you're in the midfield, it's 360 degrees. You know, you've got to be ready to have a defender come in anyways at you and able to receive the ball under a lot of pressure as well.
Defender at heart means you can line up a few of those nifty midfielders.
Yeah, definitely. I think Kate Taylor, she seems to enjoy it in there as well, and seems to be liking it and getting on the ball and trying just to keep the ball moving and play those short, sharp passes.
Featured for the Ferns in their most recent match against Chile in September, if I'm not mistaken. On the bench for one. Taylor the last. And Brisbane is guilty of not cherishing possession enough. Great, nice work from Knott. Just slipping at the last, trying to wrap the right foot around was Emma Main.
Yeah, there's a bit of space in behind Thompson there. I think Main probably could have taken a touch and tried to beat her player and got a bit closer to goal and then taken her shot, but she's gone for the early one and unfortunately it slipped over there.
A lot of faith put in Emma Main by Paul Temple into the Wellington Phoenix squad at the end of last season as an injury replacement, but Temple, his first signing, she took over the reins.
That was a close ball there. Corbin nearly intercepted that one. Vandermeer will be glad to see it make it all the way to Barry.
Avoiding him there. Just away from the outstretched foot of Knott, who's doing well to sort of pop up in those little pockets of space. She does here. Foster. Taylor. Draws two defenders, moves it on to Davidson. All over the top, but Selkovic's very quickly off her line and got there in plenty of time.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad idea, and the Phoenix were doing well at keeping possession there and slowly progressing up the field and into the attacking third.
So midway through the first half, it's the home side now leading in the sunshine. After the Spigmeyer hit early in this game. Foster asking for an option. Arms out. Gets the ball back. Well advanced the final third. She does a lot of good work. Left fullback. Measured ball to the near side. Elliott. Can't get through the heavy traffic.
Yeah, it's great to see Foster getting forwards, you know, and she's providing those underlapping runs and picking that ball up and dribbling into those little pockets of space and looking to play and link with someone off the front there.
Stevenson to Lissette. With strength right in that challenge. Yallop to keep possession with the Raw. Maybe just finding it a little bit more challenging, progressing the ball up the field than the home side.
Yeah, I think you can kind of see the gap between the two holding midfielders for Raw and Corbin up front. And that seems to be where Kate Taylor seems to be able to get on the ball quite comfortably without too much pressure on her. They need to close that space.
Lovely work from Barry. It was so cool. Here's an illustration of what we just talked about. A lot of action in the middle third, but also Phoenix been able to dictate position, but territory too.
Yeah, not too much in it at the moment, but you can see slightly in favour of the Phoenix.
Only one on the scoreboard. Shots on goal. Very similar as well.
You can see here, Raw just happy to sit off and let the Phoenix have the ball, and I think this has kind of been suiting the Phoenix, and that's they've got the early goal, you know. The Raw aren't able to get up and get high and win the ball up higher up the pitch.
Well, traditionally, this is a game that does offer goals. 13 and 3 contests prior. Getting a pulsating thrill. We might have more action here as Foster chance to turn, but just slices the left foot strike away.
It wasn't
to the left.
Able to wrap her foot around it as much as she would have liked on that occasion. It's another one of those nice underlapping runs, though, and finding herself in the box as well, and able to get the shot off, so that's really positive signs for the Phoenix.
Good ball in behind. Foster has some defensive work to do. Speedy Blissett, the wing back. Chance for her to go one-on-one. Corbin looking to link up. Anything to touch too heavy.
That's what the Raw need to do, you know. They need to exploit that space in behind the Phoenix fullbacks when they've pushed on and use those wing backs.
Fraser wishing the ball over the line. She gets it. It will be a goal kick. So the fourth time these two clubs have met in the Liberty A-League. The Raw undefeated across the 3 previous meetings. Just 1 win, 2 draws. But lots of goals. 5 in the first, 6 in the second. Oh, and then a boring 1-1 stalemate in the most recent contest, March of last season. Here's a chance for the Raw to get level. Top of the area. Good ball, or good idea. Just maybe off balance was the left winger, Fryer.
It's definitely the right idea there, and maybe just a little bit too much pace on the ball there. Oh, she just couldn't quite get to it. Really needed that ball right at her feet just so she could have a quick touch and get a shot off, or even lay it off to Yallop there.
Well, there was the space to do exactly that and to take a touch. Would have needed to be a first strike. You're absolutely right on that front. Flicked on by Speckmeyer. There's a lovely pirouette attempt, but the Phoenix do enough to take it off. Number 4, real battle here, getting a little bit untidy, unfashionable. Brave header from Davidson, keeps possession with the home side. It's fitted nicely into this game, coming on after that nasty looking injury to Wisniewski. I hope she's okay. Quite willing in the middle of the park. Helped on. Nice work. Yallop. Chance to go one-on-one against Davidson. Getting back. Twisting, turning, feigning. Stevenson. And Corbin, who's just been caught offside, and that is an utterly deflating end to the break for Brisbane.
You can see her shaking her head there, disappointment. She obviously thought she was onside, but yep, the lino's got it right, and she was offside.
Looking at the ball, not the line.
It was not too much in it, but she was, yeah, definitely standing in an offside position there, so that was disappointing for the Raw. Strong header there from McCormick.
Skipper tidies things up.
Yeah, she's made 16 clearances this season and 9 interceptions, which is the most of any player in the Liberty A-League, and I think the second most with her interceptions as well. So she's been really solid at the back.
We made that point, didn't we, pre-game? Lots of, and rightfully so, lots of talk about prodigious young talent that we're seeing. Like, we've gone down to 14 years of age in the competition, but experience so vital.
Oh, definitely. You know, experience is everything. It's what those young players look up to as well, and it helps them learn and be better players. But having experience in this league and in any team as well, it just changes things, you know, when those little moments or small instances where you need those experienced players to help lift you in those moments and make good decisions while you're out there on the pitch.
Well, Holly Palmer on the ball, you can almost call her a veteran at age 22 with 60-plus games. Really important player from set piece. Doesn't lead to anything on this occasion. She goes in strongly.
Yeah, Holly's been in the team for a while now, and yeah, only 22 is pretty crazy to think how many seasons she's played for this Roar side already.
Nice work, she wins possession. Ball bent back post, and Edwards not taking any risk whatsoever. I think it's going wide. Edwards just glances the fingers and I think might have got a break from the officials.
Yeah, she definitely got a hand to that one, so I'm not quite sure why we're not seeing a corner right now for the Roar, and they're obviously pretty disappointed with that as well.
Heavens, thought I was hallucinating for a second. Beyond the half-an-hour mark at Sky Stadium. Early goal to Speckmeyer as the Phoenix in front against the side that could go top of the table on their own. Only just Perth Glory on goal difference after the opening fortnight of the Liberty women's season. But they'll have to come from behind if they're to get anything out of this game, Brisbane. A little period where they're starting to win those 50-50s and second balls, although Heavy almost saw Elliott sprint away into an acre of space.
Yeah, she's done well to get out there really nice and quick and strong as well, and she nearly came off, but it's gone out for a throw-in.
Elliott, another young star. She's going to spend a fair bit of time at the Phoenix. Scholarship player on a 3-year deal.
She's looked really good in the first couple of games for the Phoenix. You know, she started the first game and then came off the bench last week and got herself a goal. So she's looked really good out there, and she's strong and good on the dribble.
Thompson had lots of space and will be, I think, frustrated with herself that she was unable to measure that cross. Sliced it, gobbling it up as Edwards. That's exactly what Brisbane are after. Get those wing-backs in advanced position and in space. And you hope the final delivery is of a standard.
Yeah, you want to see them whipping a nice ball in the box. Not too floaty.
Nice cushioned header. Be picked up. Corbin now. Inside, Barry across though. Lovely twist and turn, creating some space. That's delicious. Good ball in too. No one gambling at the near post. Problem is you can't be provider and goal scorer Corbin from those positions. But that's pure class.
Yeah, that was a good ball in there too, and you see Stevenson and Blissett both just standing there. Someone should be making the near post run and the other peeling out, but you've got to get in front of the goalie there and put a challenge in.
I think your description of her being a real number 9 is bang on. And Corbin holds play up. It's a really full throttle challenge. Play on is the call.
Yeah, that was a tough challenge there.
Foster's going to beat this it. Just help it out for a throw. Throw a little bit short, and you heard Chelsea Blissett's own review of the throw. Their effects might. On the other side, the other wing-back, Thompson. Can't trouble Edwards.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of patience there to keep the ball and try to progress the ball up the field.
Oh, Brisbane pressing. So close was Stevenson. Being a thief in the night. Well, in the afternoon. Would have been in on goal, one-on-one.
Yeah, and that was good from the Roar. You know, we haven't seen them press high yet during this game or much this season either. So it's good to see them doing that. And I think if they are able to press a bit more higher, they might win the ball back higher up the pitch and be able to trouble this Phoenix side.
In the final 10 minutes. Normal time in the first half. Crowd starting to build and also make a little bit more noise. That man on screen, I think, will be very happy with what he has witnessed so far, Paul Temple.
Yeah, there hasn't been too much in it, really, aside from that Speckmaier goal. We saw Phoenix having a little bit more dominance early on, and the Roar have kind of come back into the game now, and they've been a bit more dominant in the last 10 minutes or so. So just that great header from Speckmaier, the difference at the moment.
It's a weighted header. The follow-up not as meticulous. Roar just sitting off once more. Davidson down the line. For not Speckmaier to do. Jordan Sukovits. Plenty of time to collect. Originally drafted by Kansas City. WSL. Important period for her development, spending time in the Liberty A-League. Once again, was turn away from a challenge. Wants the ball back in the centre circle. Foster, her pass back is a little short, and Edwards had to be quick and had to be absolutely fully committed to that.
Oh, Edwards has done really well there. You know, she had to be strong in that challenge. Corbin was coming through and thought she was going to be in on goal there.
Just under hit. Corbin through it. A long light on her feet, Edwards. And did not shirk her responsibility. She goes right through with that clearance.
Yeah, I think it took a little deflection off Vandermeer there. That might have been what slowed it down.
Well spotted. Speckmaier, the goal scorer. Haynes ball down the line. Also intercepted by Tegan Thompson. Feels she should have a throw. But those who matter, the officials, don't agree. Plenty of time for Belly to go back to her keeper. Strong centre forward play once more by Corbin. But the ball's back to Speckmaier. She can turn, she shoots, she clips the woodwork. Oh, so close to being number 2. Ball back, blind ball back. Straight into the centre forward, who looks aghast that she couldn't make it.
She almost couldn't believe her luck there, and yeah, she's let off a great shot, and it was off the woodwork.
Yeah, conversely, the Roar player, probably everything happened in slow motion there, where you say, oh dear.
Definitely, that would have been slow motion for a moment there.
That's not a white shirt, so. Ball back in. Fraser can't control the top of the D. Bit of space now for Corbin. Support to her right, but she tries to take on Vandermeer. Easier said than done. Now Yallop, dangerous in some space. She shoots, and a deflection will win a corner surely.
Yeah, that was a good deflection there from the Phoenix, putting that one out for a corner. As you see all that space open up for Yallop, she just, you know, just took it, kept driving in forwards and got the shot off. Good block there from Barry.
It was. Yallop more prominent in that final third over the last 10, sitting in often. But give her space, that much space. You are asking for trouble.
Yeah, you don't want to let her have that much time and space on the ball. You know, she's a quality player and really dangerous when she makes those runs in the box and third-man runs.
Delivers the 6-yard box, headed away. Drop of the shoulder from the set. Oh, 2 Raw players. Corbin got in the way. Yallop was looking for a goal of the season contender early.
Yeah, I think she would have been pretty bummed there that Corbin got in there before her.
She's nudged in the bum, but there's no free kick. Play on is the call, and lunging defensive challenge. That is a very underrated defensive play. Speckmeyer would have been away.
Yeah, definitely. She would have caught Raw out on the counter there, and timely challenge to go out for a throw-in and give the Raw players a chance to get back.
All important touch. Great angle from our crew. Off the toes and away. Speckmeyer chasing. Just maybe was in the back of the mind of McCormick. The pass. There's the coach just telling it to calm. He's already seen one pass in his own end, forward to the feet of Speckmeyer, and then clip off the crossbar. We don't want another self-inflicted wound this close to the end of the first half. Corbin, nice first touch into some space. Chance for Stevenson. And that final ball just hasn't been the level that Raw needs.
Yeah, she's gone for the early cross there, which she had the runner in the box, but didn't quite come off on that occasion. It was a great little touch from Corbin around the corner.
Nice turn from the right fullback. There's the skipper. Yallop again. Oh, little minimal contact. She goes down. We'll like to see that one again. Fraser tries to turn, close down.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened
has
on that
stayed
one.
down.
Looked like she
maybe clipped an arm as she went through.
Yeah,
I was looking at the feet.
Face.
I was looking at the feet. Let's have a look, but
I don't know what happened here. Here it is. We see her driving. She's gone for the tunnel. Not
just as Barry turned, naturally what the left arm goes out. Oh, just around the throat area.
Bit of a hand in the throat there, maybe.
No karaoke tonight.
But that's those pockets of space that she loves to get on the ball, you know, and that's where she looks really dangerous.
Well, if you're showing clips at half-time, if you're the Raw coach, first, and it's those, isn't it?
That's exactly where you want her on the ball, and that's her strength. You know, she's got that ability just to pop up at the right time in the right space and time it nicely where she's all alone without a defender on her, and she can get turned and drive at the defence there.
Well, conversely, if you're Paul Temple, you've probably shown the same ones. So we don't want 10 metres between her and defender, as we have now seen at least 3 times maybe in the last 10 or so minutes.
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly right. Paul Temple should be telling his team he does not want her to have time and space on the ball, because that's when the Raw look most dangerous. And you know, and that's her quality. She can create goals and score goals, so you need to be shutting her down and not giving her time and space.
Lovely turn from Stevenson, who's been quite prominent in this opening half. Ball bent in behind. Nicely weighted, because Yallop will get there, is back on.
We've seen a few quality touches from Stevenson this first half as well, and yeah, she's been looking really good.
In possession once more. And added time. Will it be the obligatory 3 minutes? 3 minutes indeed. It's almost like I saw the sign myself. Into 3 minutes for the Roar to enter the Sheds at half-time on level terms, and they're finishing this half nicely. Late challenge on Percent, and I think we'll get a delayed whistle, and I think the right call has been made.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a free kick there, and you can see that the Roar's getting in behind, you know, on this right-hand side quite a bit this last 10 minutes, 15 minutes even, and that's when they're starting to look dangerous, getting in behind Foster as she pushes forward, and we can see Blissett's been getting, you know, some good balls in behind there and able to get on the end of it, and now we've got a set piece in a dangerous area.
Two options, left and right foot over the ball, and plenty of options inside the area. Delivery is always important. It's high, floated up. Then you just get numbers underneath and clear it away. Lifted back, that's a good ball, but assured goalkeeping. As far as committing, the handling less so, but Edwards does the job.
Yeah, you can see McCormick's definitely the target there for the Roar, and unfortunately that first ball in was way too lofty and just floated to the back there, and they weren't able to do anything with it. They were able to get a ball back in after that, though, when the Phoenix were unable to clear it, and then Edwards there to save it.
Davidson in no hurry. Main, real battle against Fryer, I think it was.
Yeah, she's done well there to stop Fryer on that occasion. We haven't seen too much of Fryer this first half, and that's someone the Roar will be wanting to get on the ball as well, because the first two games she's looked really dangerous for them.
You can isolate fullbacks. She'll cause them lots of problems. Very neat dribbler. Creeping towards the end of the first half. The 30 seconds from in the 3 added minutes. Sloppy, but lucky for the Phoenix. They get out of jail, if you will. All helped up towards the halfway line. Speckmeyer comes away with it. Numbers left and right. And that will be the final act of the half. Well, for the third time in 4 games against the Brisbane Roar in the history of the Liberty A-League, the Wellington Phoenix have a lead at the half. But unlike 2 previous occasions, will they go on to win? The Wellington Phoenix, thanks to an early goal to Speckmeyer at the half, just 6 minutes in, have the lead over the Brisbane Roar by 1-0.
This November on Eurosport, the Track Cycling Champions League battle continues in Paris before its climax in London. In snooker, there's UK Championship drama, while China's International Championship is back on the map. And in winter sports, we return to the slopes for the new biathlon season and the Alpine Ski World Cup. It's all here this November, live on Eurosport and Discovery Plus.
In life, you win some and you lose some.
Cut.
Hippopotamon stresses phobia. Oh. Checkmate. Mr. Q have over 900 of the best slot and casino games. So, win or lose, you'll have some jolly good fun. And all winnings are paid in cash. For no
For tools and machinery, come to Machine Mart. Experts in our 65 superstores help you choose from the vast range, including air compressors, tool chests, stoves, welders, generators, water pumps, heaters, power tools, and much, much more. Or just order by phone or online. Look out for our money-saving special offers. Our free catalogue contains hundreds of price cuts and great new products. Or visit our website with thousands more specialist products in Machine Mart Extra. Shop in-store, online, or call.
Yeah. Go on, lads.
Looks like the last-minute goal could be on here. Oh, that's a superb strike!
With Betfair's 90-minute payout, if your bet is winning at the 90-minute mark, we'll pay it out, no matter the final score. Betfair.
I am. I don't want praise. I don't want pity. And so, if I love it sparkle and it's bangle, why not see things from a different angle? Your life is a sham till you can shout out, I am what I am.
My name is Joe Petrus. I did bad things.
Somebody's killing us. Someone's coming.
We're all in danger. We're being hunted down.
We're dealing with some very serious people.
If we fight, we die. If we run, we die.
I'm gonna fix this.
Coffee? I'd like a coffee. Do you want a coffee?
Culprits, an original series streaming soon exclusively on Disney+.
Makarov's writing his own rules.
Comrades, we stand reunited!
He wants a war.
The time has come to show them the meaning of true power.
Pre-order Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and play the campaign up to a week early.
Vitality gets your health moving forward. Feels good. Move forward with Vitality.
One huge progressive jackpot slot like Jungle Mega Moolah, where you could win over £1 million and deposit and play with £10 to get a free £40 welcome bonus. Unibet, you're on.
Say hello to Go.Compare, the new way to compare prices on insurance, credit cards and more. One click and you're there. Go.Compare!
Get out of a tight spot with Park Assist Pro. The new Volkswagen Touareg.
Billionaire takeovers? It's madness.
Oh, they can keep their oil money. Our club's got something money can't buy.
I've heard the news. We've been bought by an oil baron. We're rich.
Loads of money.
Oil money.
Loads of money.
Transfer money. Who cares about FFP? The title is back.
Well, they've changed their tune. And here's one for you. If one leg of your bet builder lets you down, get a free bet. Paddy Power.
So you can love walkers.
Walkers, Britain's most loved crisps.
Did you want one, love?
For health moving forward. And feels good. Move forward with vitality. Onions, cheddar cheese, topped with a cheddar cheese sauce.
Makarov's writing his own rules.
Comrades, we stand reunited!
He wants a war.
The time has come to show them the meaning of true power.
Pre-order Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and play the campaign up to a week early.
PlayStation.
Shine, baby. Shine. Do something about erectile dysfunction at Newman.com.
I mean, you know, she's a key player for the Raw team, and she's someone they want on the ball as much as possible, especially in spaces like that when she's picking the ball up in time and space and able to drive at the defence.
Conversely, how do you negate that, especially the sort of picking up in the middle of the park, driving forward? Is there a player needs to be closer to her? Simple as that? Definitely.
She's someone you want to be marking tightly in the game, because any time and space she gets on it, she's so quick to get turned and to drive with that ball forwards, and she's great at getting forwards too. She's the kind of player it's hard to mark, you know, because she's always getting forward and making great third-man runs and getting in the box. So she's someone you want to stay tight to and not let her get on ball.
Well, late out of the tunnel are the visitors from the Sunshine State on a blustery afternoon in Wellington. What do you think the message has been as far as, you know, clawing their way back into this?
Yeah, I mean, I think you could see towards the end of that second half there, they were starting to be a bit more dominant. And so for me, I think they just keep working on that. And I'd want to get Meeks on the ball as much as possible. I'd like to get Bliss at forward and in behind. And I'd like them to get Freya more in the game. You know, she's a player that's really dangerous and good with the ball at her feet. So I think if they can make those spaces between the players a bit tighter, they'll be able to get on it more and be a bit more creative and work with Corbin, you know, not let her be too much of a lone ranger, because she's been really good on the ball and holding the ball up and keeping it at her feet, but they need to get closer to her and progress up the field.
Someone needs to go in behind, do they not? Corbin comes short to receive it, and you're so right, she's done a really good job at that. Very strong, holding up, bringing others in behind, but those extra runners in behind, just to keep the Phoenix defence in two minds.
Yeah, well, that's where they need to be able to keep the ball for a bit longer so they can get those runners in behind her. At the moment, it's just going up to her and then coming straight back, so it needs to go up and back a couple of times, you know, and switch the ball as well, so those runners can get in behind her and they can look for those balls in behind.
We are set for the sound of the whistle and the start of the second half. We're all running from right to left into the goal. The left ear screen. Phoenix now heading towards Yellow Fever at the southern end of the ground. Daniel McCarty alongside Kirsty Yellop. And it had a to and fro nature to it, the Phoenix, especially in possession. Maybe for the first half an hour. The short passing game, building from the back, was quite prevalent, but not sure if there was a traffic jam or something changed in conditions. Here's a ball bent in behind. Look at the Spegmeyer, but quickly off the line, slicing a clearance to Silk. These players, welcome addition The right fullback position was a bit of a problem last season, filling. Ending from Barry. Nice turn, once but twice. The pace from Davidson. Edwards can't find the mark.
Yeah, it was the right idea there from Edwards. There was a lot of space out there, and she was just looking to find Elliott, but unfortunately it hasn't come off.
Late whistle, but a foul on Elliott. Very obvious to see. McQueen.
Just a little bit of a late challenge there from McQueen on Elliott.
Just reminding the youngster what the top level could be all about. I think she's won the header here. I think she did win the header, but she thought there was another touch. Not according to the officials. Davidson quite narrow. Well weighted, but just beyond Speckmeyer. Looks just a little heavy-legged. Wonder if that right thigh.
Yeah, I'm not sure. She might be carrying a little tweak there or something, a groin or hamstring. She was out early, like you said, warming up, just making sure she was warm, and doesn't seem to be affecting her running in behind.
Here's a good ball through the middle. Here is Speckmeyer running it behind, trying to bend it around. But she's hit it straight at Silkowitz, who was sort of in nowhere land.
Yeah, Silkowitz would have been happy to see that one come straight at her, I think, because she'd just been stepping out of her line and then had to quickly retreat a little bit.
Well, surely after being fouled herself, Ellie gets one back. Maybe Speckmeyer needs 5 minutes to warm up. Yeah, there's Elliott chopping down Stevenson, who was very prominent in that first half. Some lovely touches, the diminutive midfielder.
Yeah, she was able to get on the ball a lot, and we saw some nice, tidy footwork from her.
Real contest there, Vandermeer. It's the second ball. No, almost pilfering it back. Corbin.
A couple of heavy challenges going on in there. You could hear the contact.
Speckmeyer chases. 1-on-1 against McCormick. As Whalen finds Fraser shooting just wide.
Oh, it was a dangerous position there for Fraser to be in, and getting another nice strike off on the edge of the box there.
Just a sign of the power. Short backlift, but sweet timer of a football. Saw that thunderous drive against Preston Sydney Wanderers last weekend that clipped the bar. And then the expert finish on the D, central position, burying it low and to the left-hand side as she looked at the net.
Yeah, it was a nice little touch to get that shot off there, give herself enough time and space to get a good connection. Unfortunately, it's gone a bit high. She would have liked to seen it go in the back of the net, but she's just got underneath it a little bit and it's gone over the crossbar.
Yeah, it won't take long for word to get around the Liberty A-League. Give the area, she will pull the trigger.
Yeah, she obviously would have taken some confidence from her goal last week, and you know, has found herself get a couple of shots off today, so she'll be building with confidence throughout the season and looking to score some more goals, I think.
He's going to find a way. Fraser returns, finds Speckmeyer, warming things up. At the byline, Speckmeyer full lunge. That will test that thigh of hers. Frustrated that her touch didn't go to a teammate, and Emma Main immediately to her right.
Yeah, nice little play here from Phoenix, and Fraser finding her in behind Speckmeyer there, but unfortunately she wasn't able to keep that one in or find the feet of the Phoenix players.
Those triangles. Just to continue the theme of the one touch pass, but lucky break. Sees Taylor come back with possession for the home side. Started with plenty of the ball in the second half.
Yeah, they've definitely started the more dominant side again of the second half.
Corbin does sort of strike me as an isolated figure. The sort of system they're operating, you almost find yourself as a 4-5-1, 5-4-1 rather, is Elliott. Good vision, just can't execute the pass.
Yeah, they definitely drop into a 5-4-1 in defence, and it makes it hard in that attacking transition to get players forward and support Corbin.
Late flag, I think, from our assistant referee on the near side. Thompson's arms wide open. Hold on. I don't think much in that. The MMA does get the whistle. Dangerous position for Foster.
Yeah, another opportunity here for the Phoenix with Foster's set-piece delivery.
A set-piece early in the first half led to the opening goal. Just not tight enough on their marking of Speckmeyer, but really it was glancing header, real beauty. That's given the Phoenix the lead. Here's Foster. She tries to sneak one near post. Speckmeyer late on this occasion. Silkowitz silkily to her left in saving.
Silkowitz has just sliced that one out, which is disappointing for the Roar, but the Phoenix have a throw-in.
Is that a shot or a cross?
I definitely think it was a cross. I think she was going for that near post run there of Speckmeyer, but it's just curled straight in on Silkowitz there, and it was an easy save in the end.
The correct answer is when it misses, it's always a cross. When it goes in, it was always a shot.
Or a cross shot.
Foster wants bodies in the box.
This is something else Foster also has, is the long throw.
There it is. Helped on by Taylor. Not can keep it with the Phoenix. Some probing and early questions asked by the home side. So far, Brisbane bending, not breaking. Davidson has May to her right. May can't find the right fullback. Winning it straight back. Dinking run. On the half volley, scooped up by the Brisbane keeper, and he can set them away. Blissett down the right-hand side. Shoulders slump as she sees Taylor gather possession back.
Yeah, it was a nice run forward from Blissett, and then just tried to find that square pass into midfield there, and unfortunately Phoenix have stepped in and won that one.
I get the feeling we might see some movement on the bench the way Brisbane has started this half. How long Coach McPherson will wait.
Yeah,
good options on the bench too, sorry.
There's definitely options on the bench, but yeah, they just need to step out, Brisbane, here, you know, like put some pressure on to the Phoenix. The Phoenix were keeping the ball at the back and going backwards, so they need to be stepping out and stepping forwards and getting some pressure on. That's what the Phoenix are doing to them.
Thompson finds Corbin. Again, often back to goal, being forced backwards. Speckmeyer would have been in behind, but McCormick did enough
It was a good interception by McCormick, but then Speckmeyer's done really well to win it back, and the Phoenix are on the attack.
Good numbers here. Fraser shoots wide, slicing, maybe a hint of a touch. No, I think goal kick will be the call. Elliott finding the number 6. One touch, wanted to get the shot away.
Yeah, she's gone for the shot there from quite a distance, and unfortunately just sliced it a little bit on that one.
It's much better from Silkowitz, right onto the chest. Thompson.
Yeah, she's done well there, Thompson, just to ride the challenge of Fraser and cut in front of her.
Here they are, Brisbane. Chance for them in the final third. Delivery. Far in front, but Thompson does well and has won a corner for her side. So Edwards has plenty of company around her as Yallop has the right-footed in-swinger. Well, they've soaked up a lot of pressure. Can they hit on the break? Good delivery, up they go. Davidson calmly just shields the ball out, and a goal kick. That's good pace in.
Yeah, it's a good ball in the box there from Yallop, and you can see McCormick was trying to get on the end of that one.
Here is that change we talked about, and unsurprisingly, the club captain, Aisha Norrie. Great to see you back after a couple of weeks out. Such a tidy player. Another one has been in this league, what, over 10 years. I think it's still 25. You know, 10, might be a 10th year, in fact, this one. So the captain's armband goes on. Aisha Norrie, welcome back to the Liberty A-League for another year.
Yeah, a big boost for the Raw being able to have Norrie back out on the pitch. Unfortunately, got an ankle injury just before the first match and missed the first 2 games, so she'll be pumped to be back out there and lead her squad.
Gets an important touch straight away. Rolls it into the path. Very nice defensive work from Marissa van der Meer.
Yeah, Stevenson was in on goal there. It was a nice little pass from Norrie.
Lovely way to pass for your first pass of the game. Yeah, a little bit of fortuitous break as she got a body in the path, but so calm, even with her first pass, and consecutive corners for Brisbane and in quick succession. As we approach the hour mark, Wellington still up by just the 1 goal. Clash of bodies and a free kick awarded in favour of the Wellington Phoenix as McCormick just getting her timing wrong and clipping the heels of, I think, Chloe Knott.
Bit of a tussle there and maybe a shirt pull.
McCormick is an obvious target from set play. Really powerful header in that victory over Melbourne victory.
Yeah, she's really strong and dominant in the air. She's got a great hit on her, and yeah, you saw that with her first goal against Victory in the first game.
Starting to win a few 50-50s. Brisbane weathered that opening storm of the second half. It's the voice of the Brisbane coach, staying with it. He wants to see, and they've done exactly that. Here's Blossom bending it. Touch, I think, on it. So slightly deflected. Might be another corner as the ball, just nestles on the net. Leave the ball be. It's got the greatest view in the world up there.
Yeah, it was a nice little cutback here to get the shot off on her left foot, and a little deflection there going out for a corner now.
Ball doesn't want to play anymore.
It was just stuck up there on the net. It didn't want to come down.
On the ball, I want to go home. So, another corner. Good sign of just how gusty the breeze is. Certainly has picked up, coming from the northwest. So coming from the corner, where this corner will be taken. Palmer delivers near post, flicked on and away. It was off the, I think, off the hip of Stevenson. Not the most natural flick on, but it was effective enough as the shot comes in, and another corner. Brisbane now in the ascendancy.
Yeah, that was blistered again. That was a rocket, that shot. Another corner for the Raw. They're really dominant at the moment. I was a little back heel, almost flick on there from Stevenson.
Great ingenuity from Stevenson. I sold her short there.
Yeah, the Raw starting to look dangerous and getting a few more opportunities and quite a few consecutive corners here for them as well, building some pressure.
Dig near post, and it's Corbin who can't get a touch on. But I think she wants a corner. She might have an argument here. It's the last touch of a Phoenix player. We won't have to wait long. I think that is indeed after an unsuspecting Taylor.
Yeah, I think that possibly should have been a corner there for the Raw again, but the Phoenix will be happy to.
Well, Paul Temple's seen enough. Doesn't like what he's seen in the last 5 or 6 minutes. So Michaela Foster's coming off. And here we go. What a great moment this is. Captain's armband handed over to the club captain, Annalie Longo, who wanted to debut for this club last season. Injury ruined that. But she is back. She's had to wait a couple of extra weeks. An absolute history maker throughout her career. 133, just 5 World Cups if you're counting at home. Wonderful to see her in yellow and black front to back.
Yeah, I mean, what an amazing moment for Annalie Longo. First game for the Phoenix and captain for the team this year, and yeah, she's just going to be stoked to be back out there, and what a boost she'll have on this Phoenix side and in the midfield there.
Looks like Chloe Knott going to right fullback and Davidson to the left. I'll get your thoughts on that, because Brisbane coming forward, Fryer taking on the new fullback, beating her with ease. Another chance, but Chloe Knott, good balance. It's possession away. Into Corbin. Good work from Corbin. Better work from Edwards. What a take.
Yeah, that was a great take from Edwards there, and I think Stevenson was coming in at the back post, so she really had to make that save. What a ball in there from Corbin as well.
Corbin really is a threat. I'll repeat, some support, provided some support. One of those centre forwards you could love and adore by the end of the season. So much hard work, so much good work. Just needs that extra option in my mind.
Yeah, I think she needs a bit more support from the other forwards there with Fryer and Stevenson. They've done well, but they're coming inside in those pockets. They need to get a little bit higher and closer to Corbin so they can work off of her more.
Sort of rather than playing in front of the fullbacks, you want to play them sort of on the shoulder and behind almost, those wide forwards.
You could kind of mix it up just depending on how the game's going and how the wing backs are doing as well. If they're getting nice and high, then Fryer could come inside a bit more, but just get a bit closer to Corbin so they can combine and play some nice little passes.
Well, the Wellington Phoenix continue to edge the possession stakes, but first half very similar to the second. In the sense, Phoenix started with plenty of possession. The Raw have had to endure, suffer, as we often hear in modern-day terminology, but have grown into each half.
Yeah, definitely a similar start from the first half, where the Phoenix have been more dominant early on in the game, and then the Raw start to come back and have a bit more dominance.
Turned over. Stevenson. Wayward pass from... Who is it? Here's a long shot from Annalie Longo. A shot on anger for the Wellington Phoenix.
Yeah, good to see Longo get a shot off from here. Quite far out, but she obviously spotted a little bit of space with Silkowitz just off her line there. Longo will be a massive player for the Phoenix this season, and someone with her experience and creative ability will be a player that the Phoenix will love to get on the ball as much as possible.
32 years young, really spent a life in football. When most kids are at school, she was playing international football.
Yeah, she's been around for a long time.
Again, Corbin, there was support there, just couldn't get it beyond Windermere, but warning signs for the Wellington Phoenix. Brisbane must be happy with this period. It remains the Phoenix up by 1, though.
Corbin again getting in behind there and getting another good ball in the box, but again, it's just Stevenson in there, only one player. The Roar need to get more players in the box.
Battling against Knott. So not on for Wisniewski in the middle of the park, which she spent the vast majority of Phoenix's career. Right fullback. After the switch with Foster coming off. Davidson switching sides, and understandably, I guess when you see a midfielder going to right fullback, you want to test them immediately.
Yeah, definitely, and I think Knott's done well. You know, she's slotted in there and she's shown that she can play right fullback as well as in the midfield, which is another good thing for the Phoenix, having some utility players.
Double change here for the Roar, their second set of changes in this game. Fresh legs and 2 players that come on with the team just having a nice bit of possession as Levin, the 19-year-old. Originally started as a scholarship player, but now a full-time cog of this side. Well, it's Holgerson. The forward Hannah Holgerson on. The Dane joins the action, and maybe that is the support player that Corbin needs to finally unlock this Phoenix defence. Holgerson, her first season with Brisbane, previously Adelaide, but only played a few minutes for Adelaide, and one of those devastating knee injuries. They're always devastating, but you know, first few minutes of the season, that's just cruel, especially after you've suffered through pre-season. No one likes the pre-season.
No, I mean, you get to the season and you're excited to finally be able to play, and then, yeah, so disappointing to suffer a bad injury so early on in the season.
Edwards into the side for injured Foster, and has done a very good job, as you would expect. The Football Fern squad member. Nice work from Palmer.
Yeah, she's looked really good today so far, Edwards, and you know, she hasn't really been challenged too much. She's come off really good and made some good saves and timely interventions.
Right. So far, things just haven't broken the tricky left winger's way. Body language quite telling there as she dropped her shoulder, got on the outside, but the ball just crept over the sideline. Nearly at the 70-minute mark. The early Speckmeyer goal after just 6 minutes. The difference, Speckmeyer chasing down Silkowitz. This header from Knott. Winning possession often in those 50-50s, Brisbane.
Scarpelli just hitting that ball into the channel there for Corbin, and seems to be a ball that's working quite well for the Roar at the moment.
Surveying the field, goes down the line. Scarpelli, full lunge in there, and a little nudge on Elliott. Quizzical look, disdainful look towards Palmer. Knew exactly what she was doing. One of those tactical fouls because Elliott had some space to run into.
Yeah, just a strong challenge there from Palmer. Not too much in it, but enough to put Elliott off balance and get the free kick.
There's a lot of good challenges today. It's been a willing sort of encounter. I can't remember a card. It's been a clean game.
It has been a pretty free-flowing game and some tough challenges. And
Taylor loses out. Niven back in field as they turn out. Nicely worked by McQueen. And Norrie moves the ball further to the right. Lovely turn by Olgerson. Second defender came back. Nice touch. And the Phoenix. Longo had the touch to Speckmeyer. Longo to the left. To the right, here's Elliott. She takes her time. She shoots. But straight into the arms of Jordan Silkowitz.
That was a great opportunity for the Wellington Phoenix there. They had the Raw outnumbered 3 versus 2 in attack, and just unfortunately Elliott sent her shot straight at Silkowitz.
Winning possession back on the halfway line. Nicely done. Towards Longo. Just pushed off it by McCormick. Scarpelli again long down the line. Crosses Barry to clear out over the sideline. Into Corbin for the unpicked time, holds off a defender, keeps possession.
Yeah, she's been really strong out there for the Raw and central to everything that their attack's been going through, and done a great job as that number 9, just holding the ball up, linking the play, and she's got really good footwork.
Work from Nation Norrie. Getting back, getting position back. Fryer. Palmer. It's been on the ball more in the second half. That's what you want to see. So important to progressing the ball upfield for Brisbane. Long ball retreating as Windermere. Palmer again, lovely version, and then Holgerson just snatched. I'm not sure if she knew what to do, shoot or square it into Corbin. The latter might have been the way forward.
Yeah, it was a nice first touch, first time ball in there from Palmer, and Holgerson with a great opportunity there. She wasn't able to get a great shot off there, unfortunately, but it was a good look from Palmer.
I sense there's another twist in the tail of this game. Could have been there. Corbin once more. Just a growing influence on this contest.
Yeah, she's just...
He bends it, and it's hit the crossbar. It was flicked off the hands of Edwards and almost burst through them. And what a break. That would have been a twist.
That was a great strike from Corbin, and so strong in those challenges just to win the ball back, and then she's got that shot off, and Edwards just with enough on it to push it onto the crossbar.
She's gone down. I'm not sure if she landed awkwardly here, but a very nervy moment. Old left calf.
Maybe a little bit of cramp, perhaps.
The timely cramp. A good workout, but once more Corbin starts over the play around, just shows good strength with that control. Lovely deft move. I'm not sure you'd describe it a thunderous sort of effort, but enough to through the hands, and oh so lucky for the Wellington Phoenix. It hit the bar hard enough that it spat out.
Yeah, no, it was a good strike from Corbin, and she'd done well in those challenges to win the ball back and then get the time off to get a shot on target as well. We haven't seen her have that many strikes yet, so it was good to see her unleash that one, and Edwards with a nice little fingertips onto the crossbar.
Palmer, just deep screen.
Always nice eavesdropping in on the coach. He's not happy with Chloe Knott stealing about 10 metres. I think he's got a point there.
Yeah, no. Definitely wasn't happy with her creeping the ball up the sideline there, but and that's what you do as a player, you know, you're trying to take every little extra bit of yard you can.
You say players try to seek unfair advantages?
It's not what I'm saying at all.
Back to Edwards. And the Wellington breeze pushes that over sideline. Another crack for Knott. Speckmeyer from in to out. She often makes those runs. Gets there, keeps it in, wins another throw, and that's just what you want.
Yeah, that's what you want from your striker. You know, she's done well and able to win the throw-in for the Phoenix, and they can perhaps start to slow things down a little bit.
In deep in Wellington. Phoenix held onto this lead for 70 minutes. Speckmeyer, a glancing header in the first half, putting them on top. But they haven't put Brisbane away, as you would expect from who have shown great fighting qualities through the opening fortnight and securing big wins over the victory in the defending champ Sydney. Now, looming as an ever-growing threat in possession. Good work defensively from McQueen. There was plenty of space in behind her with, I think, Longo running into it.
Yeah, McQueen's looked pretty good out there for the Raw. She's been solid and made quite a few interceptions and stepped in at the right time and been good with her passing on the ball as well. She's been really solid at the back.
Nice flowing football from the Phoenix. Not sure if that's a deliberate nut, maybe you claim it.
Nice little combination play.
In transition looking for Corbin, but Barry wins the race. No handball, despite the very loud call. Nice work, Longo, Fraser, Taylor.
Yeah,
Longo,
good play from
beautiful
the
ball in behind. Speckmeyer, what would she do? She shoots, crosses, one or the other. It ends up as a goal kick.
That was really nice combination play down this right-hand side for the Phoenix there. We saw some nice little passes in between, and then Longo with that great ball in behind for Speckmeyer.
Just disciplined enough to hold the run perfectly.
Yeah,
number 17.
Time it nicely as well. And I think she's looked for the cross there to the far post.
Woman nods on, but not in behind. That's a very strong challenge from McCormick. Sit down, Mariana, she says. That ball is ours.
It was definitely a tough challenge there.
Calmly played by Edwards. Fraser. Almost sneaking through a tight corridor of Brisbane defenders. Phoenix will have to retreat and defend. Longo quickly in to close down Norrie.
Yeah, Longo closing her down, not letting her open up there.
Nice ball in behind by Palmer. Then cross to the near post. Right, very simple for Edwards. You can see though with Brisbane, and I know, you know, Norrie hasn't been there. Gallop's been in and out with international. There's a lot of nice pieces in the important areas of the park, you know. McCormick, the addition.
Definitely, I think they'll keep building throughout the season, and with each game as it comes, build those combinations and just find what works, especially, you know, they've got the 3 American signings as well, so got to find those relationships and build on them and see what works.
Well, the Wellington Phoenix fans, for the first time today, they're hoping it's going to be a double moment of shirts off. And a good winter for the restaurants in Wellington. Not so much the sunbeds.
The Phoenix will be really happy if they can you know, keep this 1-0 win as it is so far. They've been really good this game. You know, it's been a fairly even game, but they've taken their chance, and that's what they had to do. They haven't had too many more chances on goal. There's been a few shots, but no clear-cut chances.
Well, it's an 8 out of 10 start, really. It's an 8 start to the season if they can see this one out. 6 points out of a possible 9 consecutive clean sheets it would be. They've been nervous last year and seeing out games, dropping a lot of points from winning positions. But still, plenty of time here for Brisbane to cause plenty of heartbreak. No doubt about that.
Yeah, it's definitely a new-look Phoenix side this season, and they're looking really strong and really positive.
Sorry. Ball in, calmly dealt with by Taylor. Took a touch, looked upfield. No hurriedness about that defending.
And good composure there.
Just dropping a little bit deeper, though. Fryer has control, but the pass over the top intercepted. Elliott trying to dribble out of danger. And retreating Fryer gets a toe in. Silkwood's playing almost as a sweeper at the moment. Ball breaks favourably. Player over. Good opportunity to the back post. Just past. Just past. Tim 11. I would have had a simple tap-in.
Yeah, that was a really good ball in there from Blissett. Just across the face of the goal, and you 11 there just can't believe she didn't quite get on the end of it. You almost just need to be gambling a bit more and taking your chance, thinking that ball's going to come across instead of waiting for it.
So Ruby Cuthbert is on. Another change being made there. One each. The Wellington Phoenix have snuck on. It's Rebecca Lake. Rebecca Lake, cool, calm. Defender will be on. She's used to this, coming on as a late sub. She looks like she'll clog up another spot in midfield, maybe alongside Taylor. So a couple of pivots.
Yeah,
defensive-minded pivots.
Just trying to get another defender in there and, you know, put another number in the midfield there to try to stop the Raw from breaking.
She's done a lot of winning in the domestic scene. Seen her elevated to the Football Ferns squad. Played 2 matches against the USA in January. A new sub, though, but she's been a well-utilised substitute in the early stages, and there she is breaking up play. Taylor can't get the second ball. It's the desperation and intensity you want to see immediately off the bench.
Yeah, looking to get straight into it and get stuck in as well. That's what you want to see.
Edwards doing it, goalkeeper things.
Yeah, trying to slow the game down a little bit. You know, we're inside the last 10 minutes now, so it's what you expect to see from your goalkeeper.
Fighting Corbin forward and then a theatrical dive on the ball. All keepers are into a bit of panto, though, aren't they?
You know, as you say, goalkeepers are.
Here we go, Longo.
That's an understatement. Longo, lovely shuffle to the left. Pulls back, player over, she bends it into the top left-hand corner. Annalie Longo, well worth the wait. You little legend.
Look at her, she loves it. What a great start for Fifthly or Annalie Longo. She'll be stoked. I mean, on the field and a goal in your first game. And what a goal at that.
Annalie Longo writes her own script. Off the bench, on debut. Pick that one out. Absolute rip snorter.
Great little turn there. And able to get a nice strike off with her right foot into the top corner of the net. She'll be stoked. What a goal. I think that's 3 points going to the Phoenix today.
Oh, what a feeling. Look at that face. Look at that delight. All that experience. Did not rush. Took that extra touch, didn't he? Knew the defenders are rushing back and they're going to be fully committed. They can't slam on the brakes. She did. created that space.
Definitely.
And then top bins.
Nice little turn just to beat the defenders and be able to give her that little bit of time to get a nice strike off with her right foot.
So the Wellington Phoenix are up by 2. Brisbane, they won't quit though, they come forward. Windermere away. Cuthbert, her first touch. Ball breaks to Blissett. Trying to play in Corbin.
Just hasn't quite come off for the Raw today. You know, they've had quite a few chances and been able to create things, but it's just not quite there. That final pass just isn't connecting, or the players aren't in the box at the right time with their runs. Just hasn't quite come off today for them.
Not into the pull of the shirt, but play on. Elliott. Just full of running. It's the 18-year-old. Hasn't stopped, whether it's going forward or tracking back. Given away by McCormick. Sliding the ball through was the intent towards Longo, but really good interception. Corbin. Ball's going to be delivered back post and just away once more. Let's have another look at this. Picks up the loose ball. Lovely little sort of change of pace. Cuthbert, who's only just on herself, rushes back. In a blink of an eye, sees Longo cutting back to the right-hand side, but then the finish to boot.
Yeah, it was a great finish from Longo, and you know, see, she had a little bit of time and space on the ball, and she was able to dribble, and that's what she likes to do. She wants to get on the ball and drive at players and take them on, and that's where she's really dangerous. And there she was on that occasion, able to score a nice one in the back of the net and go and celebrate with the fans.
Dangerous dribbler here, and Fryer herself, but not. It was a Barry, in fact, across. Shadow starting to creep in. Very late in this one as we approach the 90th minute. It's the Phoenix up by a couple. Double their advantage. Double header day. Sky Stadium. Corbin plays in Fryer. The near post, Barry slices her clearance away, but she is in the right position, as you would expect. And another corner. They've had a lot of corners, Brisbane, in this half. They need to make this one count, though.
Yeah, they've had a lot of corners, and you would have liked to have seen a goal for the amount of corners they've had so far. But there you go, that's the Phoenix. They've obviously defended well as well. So, good job, the Phoenix.
Good ball from Palmer, better header up, and then coming forward, here is Edwards. Strong double-fisted punch, play it down, who's looking in all sorts of bother. Eyes back on the ball. Norrie, cushioned header to Fryer. You see some movement of that play, just can't pick up a number. If it's not a head injury, it's not. He clears away, it might be Blissett.
Yeah.
Blissett is down.
Yeah, it's Blissett that was down, but she's back on her feet now, and that was a really strong punching clearance there from Edwards.
Cushioned header away by Lake Taylor. Tight touch, has done a lot of good work in the middle of the park. The leg probably burning now into the 90th minute. Look to the fourth official for extra time. Longo, another run from midfield and behind. Once more cut out, but the Phoenix come again. Longo's over to the left. Speckmeyer's going to play her in. Annalie Longo cuts it back. Oh, and Elliott could not tuck it away and make it 3. Oh, Silkowitz, what's she doing? Just rushed upfield 30 metres outside of the area. Now she has to sprint back.
Don't know what happened there, how Silkowitz got so high, but it was actually offside anyways. The Speckmeyer should have slipped it a little bit earlier into Longo's path.
Now I understand what Silkowitz is doing. She's trying to get to where the offside call was. I thought she'd completely forgotten the rules.
No, I think she was trying to get the ball up and get it going, but...
despite that bit of comedy, we've got 5 added minutes. Yeah, clearly offside.
Yeah, just held it up a little bit too long or made her run a little bit too early, and stepped offside there, but it was a good play from the Phoenix and really positive to see them getting numbers forward as well.
Corbin again, almost rolling Barry. Another attack that can't unlock the key, and the ball lands on the camera. Made quite a din. Thumbs up, Norm. Hope you're okay. Thumbs up. There it is. Excellent. Good on you, Normie. Quite a thud. I promise you, I promise you, this football is not full of lead. So plenty of bodies forward after the free kick awarded. Pelly goes long. Edwards wants to come. She didn't quite get there. Right back into traffic. Not away. Very narrow, everyone. Scarpelli advancing. Her left chipped cross beyond Corbin. Only just sort of sums up Corbin's afternoon. She's been really, really good, but just a frustrating afternoon for her. Not too many clear sights in on goal herself. She's been so constructive, though, as the American centre forward.
Yeah, she's had a really good game, despite not being able to get one in the back of the net. Just hasn't quite fallen her way or quite come off, but she's been really good for the Roar and really dominant in the attack.
Well, it's going to have to be the late show for Brisbane if they're to snatch anything from here. Seems unlikely, but they keep coming forward. Palmer, short to Scarpelli as Speckmeyer again. Getting back, putting defensive pressure on. Right into Olgerson, who flicked header will go out for a goal kick, and Edwards will be in no rush with under 2 minutes to play. Edwards into the starting lineup. Frost injured, and she's eyeing up a clean sheet.
Yeah, she's been really good today. I think, you know, she'll be very happy with her performance, and Coach Paul Temple will be happy with it too.
17 games last year, just 2 clean sheets. It looks like 1 start this year, 1 clean sheet. Here's Lake. Tidy from the Phoenix at the back. Good work from Corbin, finding Holgerson. Finds Corbin, charging onto it. She shoots it. How about that for a finish? As good as we have seen this afternoon. Blasting into the roof of the net, and there is life. There is life just yet for Brisbane. They're back in it. Wellington 2, Brisbane 1.
Oh, that was a great goal from Corbin there, and she deserves one today. You know, she's been great out there for the Roar and created a lot in attack for them, and what a finish that is. Not much Edwards could do on that occasion.
Oh, it wouldn't be a Phoenix game without a few nerves, would it? 30 seconds. Whatever additional time the referee feels. 5 out of minutes almost played. Sugowitz goes long, bashes it forward. Norrie brings it back under control. Player over on the right. It's going to fall to Blissett. The Phoenix retreating. Cuts back on the left foot. Cries of handball. Nothing from the referee. Play on. Scarpelli. Near side finds the dangerous Fryer. Plenty of numbers in the box. Delivery needs to be good. Header away. Palmer shot, I think, took a deflection. Corner coming. No, there's not. The final whistle sounds. And the Wellington Phoenix have back-to-back victories in the Liberty A-League for the very first time. Holding on to beat a fast-finishing Brisbane Roar by 2-1. Speckmeyer, after just 6 minutes, gave them the perfect start. Longo looked like she had made it the perfect afternoon late on, but Corbin was rewarded for her fine individual effort with a fine finish deep into added time to give them hope, Kirthy, but the Wellington Phoenix have edged it.
Yeah, that's massive for the Phoenix and such an amazing win for them. Another 3 points and great start to the season for the Phoenix this year. It's definitely a new look side, and they're able to keep the ball and play nice short passing game, but also score goals, and that's what's really important. Scoring goals and keeping the ball out of the back of the net. Another clean sheet today.
Well, Chelsea Blissett has stayed down. We hope she's A-OK. Important player, was very prominent up and down that right-hand side. Not sure what sort of ailment, but the face tells you everything. As far as Brisbane is concerned, there's a lot to like about the squad. We've talked about it, but probably just a little bit inaccurate in that final third this afternoon.
Yeah, it just wasn't quite coming off for them, and I think needing to get more players in the box as well, and just finding those combinations, making it a bit cleaner. I think they could be quite a lethal team this year if they can figure out those combinations and build those relationships, because they've got a lot of quality in the side.
Yeah, they're sort of nurturing Yellett back into things. She didn't see out the full 90, probably never was in the plan, but Norrie, club captain, her first taste. And they've got a real player in Corbin on screen now. Just such a weapon. If you can play to feet, play to chest, play to head, you can flick it on, hold it on, bring play in. And well, we saw in the end, pretty tidy finish too.
Yeah, it was great to see her get a goal. I think she's had a great game today, and she's been really key for the Roar. And yeah, a player you want to be able to play off and find as much as possible. But with the likes of Norrie and Yellett, you know, coming back into the side, those are two key players for them, and the more minutes they can get, the better it will be.
Well, it's been well worth the wait for Phoenix fans to see Annalie Longo in yellow and black. Here she is, with I'm sure $1 million smile with Goran.
Yeah, thanks, D-Mac, here with Annalie Longo. We've waited a long time for you to grace the field in black and yellow. How was that, Annalie Longo?
Yeah, I've waited a long time for that moment and to come on. I thought the game was quite scrappy, and yeah, of course, we had a couple chances there, but I couldn't be more happy and proud of the girls. This team, we haven't won back-to-back games in history of the Phoenix. So to do that today and to pick up a nice goal, pretty special moment. Nice goal. I thought it was Aitana Bonmati for a moment there. Talk us through what was a phenomenally well-taken goal. I think I just got the ball and I had kind of one thought in my mind that, yeah, I wanted to take her on, and managed to shop onto my right foot and just thought, let's go, let's give it a go. And yeah, fortunate, went in, and yeah, just so happy that we got the win. And yeah, tough performance in the end. Brisbane really pushed on in that last 30 minutes, but yeah, we got the win, and that's all that matters. And what about Grace Wisniewski? We saw her hobbling back onto the field with crutches. Can you give us an update about her situation, please? Yeah, we're unsure at the moment. You obviously never want to see that, and someone that's, you know, come back from an awful injury, I think you never want to see someone leave the pitch at all. So we're wishing Grace all the best, and I'm sure she'll fight and work hard, whatever that injury is. And yeah, the team's behind her, and I'm glad we could pick up the win for her today. Well done, Skipper. Great to see you in black and yellow. All the best for Western next week. Thank you very much.
Great work, Goran. Great work, Annalie Longo. Yeah, she all knows about the long road to recovery from a serious injury. It stopped her playing for this club last season. And then a niggling hip injury stopped her from taking part until week number 3, but well worth the wait. Here's a quick look at the stats. As we sort of called throughout, a rather even contest.
Yeah, the stats still show the same at half-time. It was a fairly even game, and I think, you know, the Phoenix had momentum at times, and the Raw also had momentum at times, and probably towards the end there they were trying really hard to push for another goal, and they managed to get one, but the Phoenix hold out there and, yeah, win 2-1, so it's a big win. Yeah,
I'm sure they'll be happy with how they've started both those halves. They probably shaded Brisbane for good 20-25 minutes in each half, and I'm sure deep down that man, Paul Temple, more than just satisfied. I'm sure incredibly proud of what his team has done today. Their first ever, well, back-to-back victory in this competition. Up next, A-League men's double dose of action coming your way. The Wellington Phoenix looking to go for consecutive wins themselves up against the Brisbane Roar. But as far as the Liberty A-League is concerned, the Wellington Phoenix have 2 wins from 3. Goal from Speckmeyer early, then Annalie Longo at the end. It finishes 2 goals to 1.